Done. Let me share. Sir, we have to log in with Vinod credentials. Okay, Jayesh. That's okay. Guys, tell me, guys. Now. Tell me. Go to the server.
So we have
Uh,
to
Next.
log in at Windows 11.
We have to log in. Let's go with the other options. That's okay. That's fine. Let's keep this option separately. We have people are giving good suggestions and all. Let's follow those words as well. Tell me, guys, what is the other way I can see? One guy already explained. Okay, and what other ways? Other ways means any other way is there? Other than that way, any other way is there? I want to log in as Vinod. I want to get Vinod here. How can I get Vinod here?
Go to security,
Go to security. Okay.
logins,
Logins. Okay. I want to see your talent,
Windows,
guys.
Windows,
Yeah. Next.
Create the login for Vinod.
Oh, okay. Like that you came. Okay, that's fine. Other than that, I don't want to change my Windows. If I create login for Vinod SQL login, that's okay. I have to change the authentication to SQL authentication. I don't want to change any of these three values, guys. Only this value has to be changed as Vinod. Why? Because I have created an account for Vinod. You can see, right? Two accounts. One is administrator. You can see here. Another one is Vinod. Okay. Now I want to get Vinod here. How can I get it? Come on. Lot
So
of
can
beautiful
we
talents are there.
can we add Vinod instead of administrator?
Yeah. How can I do that?
The same machine name slash Vinod.
How it is possible? Is it allowing me to edit? Okay. You are asking. Okay. Go to SQL authentication. Give. Okay. Computer name. This login name like that. You are saying, right? But it will become a SQL login, right? You cannot connect, okay, with SQL authentication for Windows login, Windows authentication for SQL login. That is not possible. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I cannot change these three. Only the thing is, this administrator has to be changed as Vinod. How can I do that? First of all, how I got this administrator, I want to know.
Sir,
So
first we have to log out and log in with the Vinod administration account.
Okay, that's okay. That option someone already said, but I want to see such a beautiful talent like in the last session. Okay, so I want changing the server name. Okay, this kind of talent I want to see. Okay, I want more answers, guys, like this.
We
Any
have
other
to log in. We have to log in with Vinod account Windows.
in the Windows level? That's okay. That's okay. That is correct answer. I agree with you. Any other options are there? Like our friends are giving some valuable points. That's what. Just want to check how you understood this concept. So a lot of people asked, I mean, people asked me to change the server name and all. Okay, I don't know how it will work. Okay, so only thing is that nothing is going to work. Okay, as discussed, how I got this administrator here, as I logged into the administrator account, I got this administrator. Whatever application you will open with this account name, you will get the same name. That means first of all I have to log out from this machine. Okay, I have to log out from this machine or log. Let me open this again. I have to log off from this machine. Sign out, you can use sign out option. Okay, so if you use sign out, it will be signed out automatically. Okay, so now I have to log in as,
Vinod.
let me cancel. Okay, I don't want to sign out. Vinod, I have to log in as Vinod, guys. Okay, I have to log in as Vinod. But I am using my console, right? Why I have to log off and I have to log in as Vinod? That's it. Our work is completed. We'll tell to Vinod, hey Vinod, you can please access the SQL server. You can connect to the SQL server now. But just to show you how Vinod will connect, Vinod will open MSTSC in his laptop. Okay, MSTSC remote desktop, and he will give the username, IP address of the server, and he is going to enter his name now. See here, this is computer name slash administrator, right? More choices,
Different user.
use a different account. Now win hyphen computer name TP28KBMV7E3 slash, sorry, 3 slash backslash, guys, not forward slash. Okay, don't
Vinod.
confuse, it's a backward slash. Vinod, whatever password I gave while creating the, okay, Vinod account, that password I have to give here. That's it, guys. This is how Vinod will log in. Of course, Vinod doesn't have permission now to log in. You will get permission denied access, but this is how Vinod will log in. Okay, so this is how the things will work, guys. Now there is another way also to test it. Only to test it there is another way also. Now you won't get, yes, you can see yes or no screen, but you cannot see here. To sign remotely you need to write sign in on remote through remote desktop. So the thing is, yes, now you can see Vinod. Okay, now you have to give the password, but still Vinod doesn't have remote access permission, so Vinod cannot connect. That's okay, leave it, no problem. Okay, right, fine. So this is how it will work, guys. Okay, so I have to log in as Vinod in this Windows machine. Then I have to open SSMS. Then only, okay, I am able to connect as a. Otherwise, let me show you why. Because let me show you in this way. My remote desktop will be disconnected now. I'll connect to the server directly. Control delete. This time you can see two users, right? Click on Vinod user. 1 2 3. Okay. Okay, done. So now I just logged in as a Vinod, right? So now if I open SSMS, okay, now if I open SSMS, then you can see Vinod name. Why? Because if you see here, this is Vinod account. Go up, this is Vinod account, and this is your, okay, administrator account. So once, what is our responsibility, sir? Once you created the login, you can tell to Vinod that your account is created. That's it. Vinod can log in now. You cannot test it. Nothing to test. Only to understanding. Only to show you how Vinod is going to handle the access. Just for that purpose, I opened the Vinod login and I'm just trying to connect to the SQL server with Vinod account. But in the organization, we are limited to create the logins and giving the access. Okay, no need to test, guys. If you want to test it, you can test like this. Okay, so now see here, you can see, right? I didn't change database engine, I didn't change server name, I didn't change the authentication. You can see Vinod. Why? Because I have logged into this machine as Vinod, so that's why I can see Vinod name. Now can I connect, guys? Can I connect, or it will throw error?
Yeah, connect.
Correct.
Still
Connect.
connect.
That's it.
Windows
Okay,
authentication.
you can connect. You can see here expand. You can see the login name. When you expand completely, okay, Vinod connected to the server. For me, it is showing administrator is connected to the server. Administrator. Right, right, right. It was disconnected, I guess. Not responding. Okay, that's fine. You can see here administrator is connected. Okay, administrator is connected. So this is how the access will work, guys. Windows authentication. Clear? But Vinod cannot. Can Vinod expand any databases, guys? Tell me now. Just guess it.
No.
No. Why? Because I just created a Vinod login. I didn't give access on any database.
Permissions.
Okay, so I didn't give access on any database. That's why Vinod can't access or expand any of my database. Is Vinod can give logins to others? Yes, Raju Reddy. Okay. Yes, for that Vinod should have extra permissions. If anyone can enter into the SQL server, once you enter into the SQL server, why it is not responding? Once you enter into the SQL server, yes, you are able to give access to others also. But for that also you should have permissions. As of now, Vinod doesn't have permissions to give permissions to others. So now Vinod cannot give permissions to others. But yes, that is possible. Vinod can give permissions to others also. Okay, if Vinod is a sysadmin, Vinod can create logins, can give access to other people's. Okay, guys, are we good now? Windows authentication. Array, what happened? Ray? This is not connecting.
Yes, sir.
Guys, any doubts? Any questions? Okay, the error is there. Okay, the operating system blocking this can be used in the block user interaction. Okay, Amoy, what happened? Something I did. Okay, not an issue. Okay, guys, SSMS. when we give permissions to server, why cannot have access to databases? Okay, very good question, very good question. Okay, so Avani is asking, once we gave access to server, why can't he access the databases? Guys, I hope you're all okay, might be having a corporate culture or you went to offices. Okay, in the offices a lot of rooms will be there. In the offices you can have washroom, you can have pantry, you can have normal meeting rooms. Okay, you can have server rooms, right? So if you are allowed to enter inside the office, do you think you can enter inside all the rooms, Shravani?
No.
No, right? You cannot enter into the server room. You are not authorized person. Of course you are able to access the office. You can enter inside the office. That means you can use pantry, you can use meeting rooms, you can use your workstation. That doesn't mean you can use your particular, what is that, server room. Why? Because for that extra permissions are needed. So connecting to the server doesn't mean that you have access on all the objects. If you want to access the database, again you should have extra permissions. If I want to go inside the server room, I should have extra permissions. Either I should belongs to the Windows team or I should belongs to the maintenance team. Maintenance people and Windows people will go inside the room, right? Maintenance people to maintain the rooms, ACs, cleaning, everything, they will go inside the room. Of course Windows people has to go inside the room. It's their responsibility to manage the servers and all. Okay, so if you have access to office means that doesn't mean you can access all the rooms inside the access. Okay, so in the same way, if you have access to the server means that doesn't mean you can access all the databases. I got a basic connect permission to the SQL server, that's it. This Vinod, as of now, this Vinod got only basic connect permission to SQL server. Actually, I didn't give connect permission to Vinod in any case. But by default, if you create a login, automatically he will get access on the SQL server. But he will get only connect access. He can't do any other things. He cannot open the databases. He cannot create the databases. He cannot delete the databases. He cannot create the tables. He cannot read the tables. He cannot create the logins. He cannot, okay, create the users. He cannot do anything. Just a dummy login without having any permissions. Clear? We have to give permissions. Once we create login for Vinod, then depends upon his requirement. Okay, chalo, he wants to create a database. Okay, we'll give separate access to him so that he is able to create databases. He wants to read the data. Okay, chalo, give separate access so that he is able to read the access. For everything you have to give excessive access, Shravani. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions, guys? Any questions? Any doubts? No, no questions. Chalo, let's create a SQL login now. Okay, just now we created a Windows login, right? SQL login is very easy, guys. Very, very easy. There is no prerequisite for SQL login. New login. This time you will choose SQL authentication as it is a SQL login, and login name. I'll give same name, Vinod only. I can create, no problem. For same name, I can create Windows login, I can create SQL login. This time it will ask you for the password, guys. For SQL login, you have to give the password. Okay, the password should be strong password, minimum 8, one number, character, lowercase, uppercase. Okay, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, so I just give my default password. Again I'm saying select one default password, try to use the same default password across your practice. Don't give different passwords. Definitely we are very good in remembering the passwords and all. Okay, so definitely we are going to forget all the passwords. Okay, so give one standard password and try to give the same password, right? Okay, so I just give the password. Okay, for Vinod, you don't want to give this much password. Now in that case you want to give a small password. Unselect this, give 123 password. If you unselect this, then it will allow small password. Okay, enforce password policy, and the password won't be expired, which is not good security wise, which is not good. Unselecting these things security wise is risky, so we don't unselect it, we'll give strong password. Okay, chalo, same again, the same concept. Only thing is Windows authentication, we don't give the password. Why? Because it will use the OS password. While creating Windows user, Vinod, I gave one password, right? That password it will use. For SQL authentication, we have to give the exclusive password. Okay, so it is going to use the password while creating the SQL login. What password I gave while connecting to the SQL server, it will also use the same password. Okay, let me click OK. That's it. Now we know the account is created. Now can you identify the difference between a Windows login and SQL login?
Windows server name is there.
Very good. We know for SQL login there will be no server name. That's it. Very simple. For Windows login, how to identify? Simply, guys, just by looking the name. If you see computer name / account name, that is a Windows login. If you see an individual name, that is a SQL login, guys. In this way you can identify differences between a Windows login and SQL login. Now I want to connect as Vinod now. Vinod SQL login. Now help me, guys, this time. How can I connect as a Vinod SQL login?
Select the SQL login.
Okay, so now click on connect. Next.
SQL authentication.
Okay, SQL authentication. Good. Okay, now I have to type Vinod here
Known and
and
password.
I have
Yeah.
to give the Vinod password. That's it, guys. Of course, I just selected one option, right? Vinod has to change his password in the next login. So it is asking new password. My role is I will just create login for Vinod and I will inform to Vinod. Will send a password. Hey Vinod, your account is created and this is your password. Now Vinod is trying to connect to the SQL server. Once he gave the default password, he will get this window. He cannot cancel. If he cancel, he has to use the default password. Default password DBA will know the default password. Why? Because DBA is created account for the Vinod. So that's why Vinod has to change the password. Now there is no way to Vinod. He has to give different password now. Okay, click OK. Now Vinod is connected. Now you can see Vinod. Okay. So this is a Vinod SQL login. This is how we'll create a Windows login and SQL login, guys. Any questions, any doubts? No
How to
questions.
remove the Windows
Why, sir, you're
Windows login
concentrating on removing?
SQL login?
Hmm? Why you're concentrating more on removing? Very simple. Right click, delete. That's it. It is saying drop failed. Let's see. Because currently as the user is logged in, okay, it is saying currently an active session is there for Vinod. That's why I cannot disconnect like that. This is the active session, right? Disconnect it. Now delete Vinod. Delete. Click OK. Click OK again. Again it is saying, okay, what happened? Cannot drop Vinod currently. That's okay.
Login
Okay.
different
Login difference.
place.
Different place. No problem. What is meant by different place? I didn't get you. Could not drop a login. We know that the user is currently logged in. It is saying, oh, that's okay. But what is the different place? What is meant by different place, sir? No. Okay, you are saying about this connection. This one. That is Windows
Yes,
login
yes.
connection, right? That is Windows login connection. We are not deleting Windows login. We are deleting SQL login, right? Agree? We are not deleting Windows login. If I am deleting this Vinod, then might be you can ask like that. Okay, I am deleting this Vinod, right? Click OK. Click OK. Done. I'm deleting SQL login, not Windows login. Okay. Of course, there is a solution for that, but don't confuse. That is different. This is different. Okay. SP underscore. I have to check any active sessions are there for Vinod. Okay. If any active sessions are there, I have to kill it. Login name, you can see under login name, we can see one active session is there. Oh my god, lot of active sessions are there. For for Vinod. I have to kill all these active sessions, then I can delete Vinod login. Okay, kill session ID is this one. 54 is the session ID. Okay, 54 1 62 63. Kill again. I'll explain. No issues. Don't worry. Okay. Someone asked to delete the login, right? That's why I'm trying to delete the login. So while creating the login, while deleting the login, you have to close all the existing connections. Okay, so I'm closing or killing the existing connections. Okay, 54 kill 62 kill 63. You can see here. Okay, the login name is Vinod, just Vinod, not this Vinod. Again, you can see there is one more Vinod. This is Windows login, not this one. Okay, only Vinod. You can see here 54 is one session for Vinod, 62 is one session for Vinod, 63 is one session for Vinod. Okay, so enter, enter, enter. You can kill all these three sessions at a time. Execute all text. Done. Now check again whether any Vinod session is there still in the login name section. Done. Right. Okay, so there is no Vinod, right? Chalo, no problem. Now let's delete Vinod. Delete. Okay. Okay. That's it. This is how we can delete. Okay. Any questions, guys? There is one more login, guys. There is one more login called group login. I told you right last time. So it's very difficult that 20 DBS are there. For 20 DBS, I have to create 20 logins. If any person is moved from the organization, okay, again I have to delete his account from that particular server. If 20 DBS are there, if 100 servers are there, 20 into 100, 2000 users I have to create, which is very difficult task. If 1000 servers are there, 20,000 users I have to create. So what we have is, we have a concept called group login. Okay, group login, guys. Group login. So we are going to group together. All the DBS will group together. Okay, we'll create a group login for them. So once we create the group login, how many people are there in this group? All the persons can connect. Same permissions will be there. It's not possible for different permissions. Okay, same permissions will be there. Control Z. Instead of creating logins multiple times for multiple users, what I'll do, I'll create a group login. I'll add the people in the group login. Okay, I'll add the people in the group login. Like this. How many persons can be? No issues. Okay, if any new person joined in the company as a DBA, we'll simply add him into the group. Okay, if any person moved from the organization, we'll simply remove from the group. That's it. This is how we are going to manage security. This is called group login concept. Same concept. Okay, but group login, only Windows group login concept is there. There is no SQL group login concept. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create a group login. This is your group login. We'll give the group name SQL DBA group or application group or whatever might be. We'll give the group name. Okay, and what we'll do, instead of individual logins, we don't encourage actually creating individual logins. This is headache process, right? I told you what is the challenge, guys, with individual logins. If multiple users are there, again I have to create in each Windows machine. Agree? If multiple servers are there, imagine 20 DBS are there. For 20 DBS wants to access one server, I have to create 20 accounts in the Windows level. If 20 DBS wants to access 100 servers, each server 20 accounts, like that 20 into 100 servers, 2000 accounts I have to create, or 2000 users I have to create, which is a hectic process. Generally, we'll manage 1,000 servers, 2,000 servers in the organization. Then imagine 20 people into 1,000 servers, 20,000 users can I create? So to avoid this issue, we have a group login concept. Group login, sorry, not login. Group login concept. Okay. So first we'll create a group in the group login. Just group. We'll create a group with one person or two person. If any new person is coming, new DBA is coming, we'll simply add him into the group so that whatever group permissions are there, all the group permissions will be applied on him. If he moved from the organization, he left from the organization, we'll remove from the group. Okay, so that he can't access any of my servers, guys. Is it clear? Clear, guys? Any issues? Any doubts?
But it's at the OS level.
OS level. That's what Windows level.
Yeah.
The group login concept is only there for Windows accounts, Windows level logins. There is no
There's no
SQL level
SQL.
group login. Okay, only Windows level group login. Okay, chalo, let's create a 3 people. We'll create a group, SQL DBA group. We'll add all the 3 people into the group and then we'll create a group login, guys. Okay, chalo, we'll do it quickly. It's very simple, guys. This is a Windows login concept. Group login is a Windows login concept. There is no SQL login concept. So for Windows login, what is the prerequisite? For Windows login, what is the prerequisite?
Having
Windows user, grandfather. Okay.
grandfather.
So let me go to the servers. First, let me create 3 users in the Windows level. LUSR mgr.msc. Let me create 3 users. Okay, let's go with the 3 people from this batch. Jayesh, Pradeep, and Satyam. Okay, let me create new user, Jayesh. Password 123 123. Uncheck this. Check. Create. Next, Pradeep, right? Pradeep. You can create with one person also. You can create group with one person also, not an issue. Or you can create an empty group also initially. Later you can add the people, not an issue. But just for the example, I am creating 3 people. That's it. Okay. Pradeep, right? Pradeep. Create. Next, Satyam. Done. I have created 3 accounts. Okay, now you can see Jayesh, Pradeep, Satyam. Okay, let's go to the groups. Again, you might ask, sir, is this our responsibility? No, this will be done by the Windows team. Whatever I'm doing in the Windows level, everything will be done by the Windows team. We don't have security. We don't have permissions to do that. Okay, we cannot create groups, we cannot create users and all. Windows team only will do that. So nothing to worry if you don't understand this concept. Okay, this concept, creating the group concept. Okay, I'm just giving the group name as Sql DBS group. I want to add members, right? I have created Pradeep. I can add everyone at a time. Pradeep colon Satyam SATYAM colon. Who else, guys? Jayesh. Check names. You can add all at a time. Okay, what happened? Pradeep is a spelling mistake. Okay, Pradeep. Done. Check names. Right now you can see all the accounts at a time. Click OK. Click create. Now group is created. This is the group name, SQL DBS. Chalo, everything is ready. Go to our SQL server. Right click, new login. Windows login only. Group login is called Windows login. Search. This time you have to search your group name. What is the group name? SQL DBS, right? Check the group name. You will get the error like this. Okay, no problem. Close it. Go to object types. Select the groups. Click OK. Then check names again. Now you can see, right? SQL DBS. Click OK now. That's it. Computer name / SQL DBS. Click OK now. Now see here. Who are there in this group, guys?
Pradeep, Jayesh,
Pradeep,
Jayesh,
Jayesh,
Yeah.
and Satyam. Okay.
Satyam,
So you
Satyam.
cannot
Yeah.
see those names in the logins list, right? Pradeep, Satyam, Jayesh. You cannot see those names, right? We cannot see any of those names in the logins list. Chalo.
Okay.
Let me log in as Pradeep and let me connect to the SQL server now. This is my direct connection, right? I'll close this account. I'll change the account name, sign out, okay, and control delete. This time you can see, right, Jayesh? Of course, now you can see, but usually in the organization you cannot see like that. Okay, you have to simply give Jayesh account name, or else let me give you again. Go for the other user. Other users, can you see? Yeah. No, you cannot see other user also. Sir, no problem. Okay, just click on Jayesh and want to show you whether Jayesh can access the SQL server or not. That's it. Jayesh, Pradeep, everything can connect to my SQL server. Why? Because they are members of a group now. Okay, so now they are members of this group. So whoever there in this group, they can easily connect. So instead of 3 logins, I have created 1 login. In the same way, 20 logins, instead of 20 logins, I'll create a group login. I'll add all the 20 people in the group, so that instead of 20 logins, only one group login you can see in the SQL server. How to identify the difference between a group login and a single login? How can you identify the difference?
Left side
The
there.
logo
Correct.
there's a group.
Okay. So
Group
if it is
name.
a individual login, you can see a person name, person symbol. Okay. If it's a group login, you can see a server and 2 people. Okay. That's how you can identify the group login name. Chalo, let's go to this connection. Let's open. This is JS connection, right? Let's open SSMS in the JS connection. Click connect button. We'll close in 2 minutes, guys. Okay, you can see here Jayesh. Jayesh can connect now. Okay, so like this you can connect. There is another way also, that is using a different account, guys. You can open SSMS use with a different account. Shift plus right click on this management studio. Okay, right click on it, again hold shift button, again right click on it. You can see run as different user. This time it will ask you what name you want me to log in. This time you can give Satyam. Okay, so your SSMS will open with a different name, guys. So I told you, right, earlier, there is any other way. This is the other way. You can open SSMS with a different user. Then you can give the user account name and password. Then the SSMS in the connect screen, you can see a different name. You are now using you are opening the application with a different account name. This is also one way. But if you know the password, you can do that. Okay, now you can see Satyam. Now you can connect. But actually there is no login for Satyam, there is no login for Jayesh. Okay, can you see Jayesh name here in this list? No. Can you see Satyam name here? You can see no. But still they are able to connect. Why? Because they are the members of my group. Let me show you, sir, how to check whether who are the members of my group. XP underscore login info. Okay, group name comma members, drag and drop. Okay, comma members, you can see who are there in this group, everyone you can see. Okay, right, Jayesh, Pradeep, Satyam, these 3 people can connect. If any new person came into the organization, we'll simply create one account in the Windows level. Okay, only one account in the Windows level in the luser.mgr.msc. Then we are going to, okay, add him into the group. That's it. SQL side we don't do anything. Why? Because already group login is there. For this, whatever permissions are there, that new DBA will get all the permissions. If you remove any person from the group, of course the group will be updated. If Pradeep got a good opportunity in another company, Pradeep is left from the organization, we'll remove Pradeep from the group. Okay, let me remove it. Groups, SQL DBS, Pradeep, remove, apply. Okay, this again, these things we don't do in the organization. Okay, this is the responsibility of the Windows team. Now you can see there is no Pradeep. So now I don't want to give access to Pradeep. I don't want to give access, remove access to Pradeep if he left the organization or if he come inside the organization. Nothing has to be done from our side. Nothing has to be done from our side. Simply Windows team will create an account for Pradeep. They will add him into the SQL DBA group. or if Pradeep left the organization, they will remove from the SQL DBA group. Pradeep will lose the access. That's it. Clear, guys? If I remove Satyam also, as I have already connected as Satyam, let me remove Satyam, okay, from this group. Satyam, remove, apply, okay. Okay, now let me go to Satyam account. This is Satyam account, right? Satyam account. So you cannot refresh. Refreshing is also one command. As there is no Satyam account is removed, you will get the error now. Okay, still it is Xing. No, now you can see. Now you will get the error. Why? Because there is no Satyam account. Now you cannot connect as Satyam. No, this is because of this one. Okay, this is how we are going to manage the group login, guys. That's it. From security means from login side, individual logins, group logins, okay, Windows logins, SQL logins. So this is how we are going to create. Tomorrow I'll show you how to give access on a databases, how to give access on a tables and all. Okay, so once we'll also discuss about the roles, server roles, database roles. Once we discussed about the roles and all, then security topic is going to end. That's it, guys. Any questions, any doubts? No questions? Are we good,
Sir,
guys?
is there any how many groups can we add?
Multiple,
Any-
same 32,767. You can add
And
multiple groups.
any particular like number for the group?
No, no, no,
Total
no.
number of group users
See,
in the group.
that's what I said. Okay, there is no limitations like that. Okay, and only this many users and all you can add it. So nothing like why I'm still able to connect Satyam. Why it won't connect, right? Let me open this, close this. Let me open Management Studio again with Satyam account. Okay, there is no any specific rule like that. Okay, Satyam. Okay, so this is how we are going to manage the security, guys. So tomorrow we'll connect at 7 a.m. and we'll discuss other things, giving access permissions and all. Let me connect as Satyam. See here, now I am unable to connect as Satyam. Okay, login failed for user. Why? Because I removed him from the group, so that's why I am unable to connect to the SQL server now. Clear, guys? Chalo,
Yes, sir.
that's okay. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll discuss other things. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you all.